June 6th, 2018, Northeast Rail Videos and I went to Canton Junction for a few trains. We knew there was PTC testing on the MBTA Stoughton branch. With expectations of a PTC test extra, we headed down. When we got there, I made the realization that I forgot my memory card in my camera. Instead of going back home to get the SD card, I decided to film with my phone. The first train we saw was Amtrak and Acela 2167. About 20 minutes later, Amtrak and Acela 2154 flew through the station. After a very quick wait, the MBTA PTC Extra arrived on one of the Stoughton branch tracks. The train had MBTA MBB CTC-3 number 1522 and EMD GP40MC number 1128. It arrived at the station and turned around. After about 5 minutes, they went back towards Stoughton. One of the engineers was very friendly, and she played Shave and a Haircut on the horn of 1522. A few minutes later, Amtrak Northeast Regional 137 hauled through with Amtrak Sprinter number 667 and a deadheading cafe car. This train met with inbound MBTA train 820 rolling towards Boston with nothing particularly special. MBTA Stoughton branch train 911 rolled into the station about 10 minutes after MBTA 820. It was on the wrong track because of PTC testing on the Stoughton branch. It dropped off all its passengers at Canton Junction and rolled a few hundred feet south of the station as passengers once on board were bused to Stoughton. MBTA Express 813 hauled towards Providence with another normal consist. MBTA 911 equipment soon turned around and returned as a deadhead set to Boston. MBTA train 822 followed at a very high speed with one of MBTA's two MP36s pushing. There were no trains expected for a little while, but out of nowhere we heard the train approaching signs go off. At first we were confused to what it was, but then we realized it was CSX B733. B733 runs light between Mansfield and Reedville. "10 minutes later we saw MBTA 815. I got a cool shot of this train, but there was nothing exciting on it. A few minutes later, Amtrak 172 caught us by surprise because it was about 20 minutes early. It also had Sprinter number 600, which says David L. Gunn on the front. Soon, Amtrak Acela 2171 moved towards Providence at high speed. We waited for a little bit and saw the MBTA PTC Extra again. This time it ran all the way into Boston, but not before a few trains. The PTC Extra had to wait for a signal, but in the time, Amtrak Acela 2158 and Amtrak Northeast Regional 175 had high-speed rolling meet right at Canton Junction. Our final train of the day was MBTA Express 817. It had MP36 number 011, which had a very quiet horn.